Hello. Oh, I thought he was sick.
I'm finally better.
No, he's better.
It took
So-
3.5 weeks, but I made it through.
So Luis is back.
Thank you for having me, guys.
And better than
I
ever.
appreciate it.
Yep.
For reals.
Yeah.
Because it's a different
I had a great time the last time we were
Definitely.
here.
Yeah. So, anything new?
Yeah,
You
it's
see-
raining
Uh,
again.
I mean, Trump's gonna win anyways. It's not really that it matters, but like the New Hampshire votes tomorrow. But like everyone watching this already knows what happened. And
Guys.
What if Haley
comment
wins?
who
Not that I
happened.
want her to win, but I mean,
nah, let's just act like Trump won. Let's
Okay.
talk about it like
Okay.
Trump won. Yeah, guys, Trump won on Tuesday.
See that blowout on Tuesday?
Yeah, it was huge.
20
Oh,
points,
you know,
baby.
they
20
already have known this
20
on the
what?
first episode.
20 points.
Guys,
You
it's
think
Monday.
Haley's gonna at 40? I mean, I knew New Hampshire is weird, but
Yeah.
Have you ever actually zoomed in on New Hampshire on a map?
Okay, so we're
No.
talking about this. So I was watching
pretty
this
cool.
video,
Wait,
Fox
why?
News,
uh-huh.
and they were talking to one of Trump's reps, and the newscaster, because we know Fox is turned completely against Trump.
Right.
He's like, oh, he played a video of Trump saying that it was completely unfair that New Hampshire allowed their people to switch party affiliation so that they could vote in the primaries and then they could switch back. And,
so is
and
that
he
like
said,
Democrats voting in
Right.
Republican primary?
exactly what it is. And he's like, it's only been 4,000. And the lady told him, you're asking me if it's fair, and you just said a number. So, yeah, it's happening. It's not fake. Because he's like, oh, dude, because he was trying to make it seem like Trump was lying or whatever. But that's how hypocritical these people are, man. It's disgusting. He's got a number of people that have already switched over, and he's saying, oh, is it fair that he's saying this? Hello, they're doing it. You just said it.
Right.
Whatever.
What were we gonna say about New Hampshire?
Oh, yeah, no, I get bored in class, right? So I go on maps and I find,
Yes.
I like to go find random islands in the Pacific Ocean specifically. I don't
New
know
Hampshire's
why.
there.
Yeah, it's out there in the
Yeah.
Pacific. But, yeah, I just zoom in and they got some big houses. They also have, I think, Washington City.
You ever see like those random islands in the Pacific and just wish you could just go live there? Like
Yeah.
no one owns it.
No, there's some that are owned.
Most of them are owned, but I'm saying like you think the U.S. would care if you took their random empty island?
Adams.
They
Island.
wouldn't know for years.
They send the military to
They
get you out
yeah,
of there, man.
but they wouldn't.
They probably
know
send it
for
Area
5
51.
years. Yeah, they just wouldn't know.
Yeah. Hey, getting back to Trump.
What?
I don't know if you guys want to keep talking about that. Are we done with that?
I don't. If you have something interesting.
No,
to
it was
say.
just an interesting fact that nobody has ever won the primary in Iowa, and then New Hampshire.
Fact check, Josh.
It has
Actually,
never
I'll
happened.
steal your
What do you mean
fact.
no one has ever won it? You mean
They
a
haven't gone
Republican?
back to back.
Oh,
Yeah.
back to back.
The Republican hasn't won both states.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a member of the Green Party,
The
Save
Green Party?
trees. Yeah.
What's that?
They, I don't know. I think they like marijuana, and I think they like trees, and I'm pretty
And
sure.
green
that-
food coloring
Yeah, green food.
on St.
coloring.
Okay.
Patrick's Day.
Josh, so you like green food coloring, trees, and pot.
I like pots.
Oh, pots.
Yeah.
Pots.
Yeah.
I cook in those.
You're cooking.
Yeah, I find life way more.
Hey, do they have to be green? green
Yes,
pots?
Yes, just like my kitchen wall is actually green.
Oh.
Okay.
I have a picture of it. Taylor's seen it today. And my laundry room is also green. So Green Party just suits my house and me.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know. I wouldn't be Green Party.
That's because you don't got a green wall.
I
Could be.
don't know how this works. Google is going down a hole. They've censored so much speech that you Google stuff and it won't even give you an answer anymore.
I look up a lot of biblical stuff on Google now, like how to, like a definition of a word in a biblical term, for an example. So like, I don't know, exalted if it was in the Bible. I don't think I've ever looked that up, but like, what did it mean when it said exalted? And now if I try to look up something else, it just pulls up Bible verses. I didn't know Google could get that far. But yeah,
I don't think Google should be algorithmic. It should look for what you typed in.
I completely agree. I guess that's what incognito mode is for.
But what if
aren't
you don't
using
know how to
viruses.
type or how to punch stuff in? How do you get around that?
I don't know.
Not typing.
Yeah, maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't know your letters
Actually-
from
Well,
your numbers.
there's a microphone. You can talk to it.
Okay.
This
But then
did
there'd be
happen to
no
me.
point because if you don't know your letters and numbers, then you wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
get the answer.
right.
Well, no. So my old phone, two phones ago, it broke, and the only thing that worked was the microphone and the buttons. So I could turn it on, but I couldn't log in. But I could talk to Google. I could say, "Hey Google," and it would answer, and I could look up anything I wanted to.
Kind of like Hey Siri.
Yeah. Androids use a lot more Google than Siri, and they also got something else that doesn't work very well. What was it? Do you know what Androids have?
I remember they had something on my parents' old phones that was completely pointless.
Well, no. Every time I said Xander, it activated.
Yeah, that.
Like the George Foreman grill. Just set it and forget it.
I think that's what they did.
I don't know what that means.
Set it and forget it.
Jose, you know what? You remember that the George Foreman
George
grill, right?
Foreman.
Just set it
Yeah.
and forget it.
Yeah.
Kind of like
The
that.
George Foreman grill. Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to have one. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. See.
Uh-huh.
What was your opinion about the George Foreman grill?
I didn't like it. It burnt everything.
So you said it, and it didn't
So
work.
just set it and forget it. That's what
Set it
happens
and
when
forget
you
it,
when you
and then
forget it.
come back.
It's burnt.
It's burnt.
My
Well, that's a selling point.
Yeah.
my dad one time said he burnt water. I didn't know that
I
was
guess
a
you could do
possibility.
that.
Well,
If
you
you
can do
burn
that
out the
because
pot,
you leave it there and then
yeah.
it evaporates and then the pot actually starts to burn itself.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he did. I don't know.
Yeah. Captain's done that several times.
It's exciting. I'd say a goal of mine to not have that happen to me. If I have to
Right.
heat up
Sounds
water,
good.
I like using. We got an electric kettle. I feel real British, but we got an electric kettle, and I like using that. It makes me
For kettle
feel
corn?
Like, no, for
kettle
hot
corn.
water. No hot
Kettle
water.
corn, right, Josh?
No.
Kettle corn.
Yeah.
No, I'd like putting it in a pot and on the stove.
Right.
No.
Old fashioned.
Yeah.
Old fashioned,
What?
but kettles are old fashioned.
Yeah, kettles
Not
are.
electric.
But not
one.
electric though.
Not electric
Yeah.
ones.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean it's a little cheating, but I mean a stove's just an electric kettle that you have to turn on a bigger heater for.
What?
No, it's true. It's electric.
We might as well just have a
But it's not a kettle.
And
a
more
No, that's not a
stove
kettle, but-
out of rocks and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
wood
yeah,
and
yeah.
wood.
Yeah, I
Hey,
agree.
I'm gonna make one out here. I'm gonna make one.
No, in your house.
A wood stove.
Make one.
A
in
wood
your
stove.
house.
That.
You can't have a wood stove inside the house.
Why?
Because it's a wood stove.
Yeah.
And?
all
Those are
that,
big.
the
It's
smoke and
hot
everything,
and
man.
smoky.
Who is the
No, but you have a
government to
chimney going
say?
out, so the exhaust can go
Yeah,
out.
you have the chimney.
La campana.
Oh no,
The bell.
Yes.
Warren,
Yeah, those
Arizona.
little things.
Oh yeah, take out your fire pit. Use that chimney.
I know. Make it right there.
Yeah. Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be so cool.
Make that a pizza oven.
Yeah. You
Oh,
could have
nice.
two
Pizza oven.
kitchens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not many people got two kitchens. Not a lot of people have one kitchen.
No, but the house such a weird design. It ended up being just one really big kitchen with the pizza kitchen.
Well,
on
have
it.
like a part in the middle that splits
Yeah.
where the glass door is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
What's like everyone's dream house? Like size, floors, amenities.
I think it would depend on if I had kids and how many. Because
Well, your dream home, I mean, you most likely won't have.
That'd probably be
until
after
all
you
your
all
kids
leave.
move out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. After they leave.
well, but then it would have to be small.
Right. Right. I was
wouldn't
gonna say
want it
maybe a
big.
smaller home, maybe one floor, in comparison
Single story.
Yeah.
single
Yeah.
story, right?
I
just
think
just enough for you to survive. You know, bedroom, bathroom, kitchen,
it
living room. You know.
I would rent out my top story if I had to. Get the dream
What?
house when you have everybody living
No,
with you, and then just
Josh,
rent it out.
No.
Easy money.
Why would you want random people living with you?
It makes the life a bit more experience. The experience of life
That sounds
grows.
bad.
Not in a good way.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
about
that
that.
doesn't sound good at all.
You're telling me that you don't want random. It's like having neighbors, but just scarier.
I don't want neighbors either.
want neighbors, John.
Well, you guys aren't real people. I'm your
No,
neighbor.
no, we're
do
fake.
want
I'm your
neighbors.
neighbor.
I don't want neighbors.
I want neighbors if Josh is my neighbor,
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. The
but not in
Bible-
your house.
Oh.
I
Right.
don't want to be in your house.
What about those? Okay. What about the Airbnbs that have? It's one house and they have
The
4
hut?
spots.
No, the ones that have like the outdoor rooms.
No,
What are
I
they
don't know
called?
what that is.
No.
The casita.
Yeah, the casitas.
Hey,
Or like
Oh.
you're renting
No,
a
no,
room.
no.
Those Airbnbs
No.
are all fishy. Like, I'll rent you this extra room I have. No, I don't
No.
want to be anywhere near you. That's why I'm paying you to go away.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's get back to Louise, man.
Wait, hold on. You
No,
didn't
no,
even
no.
say anything about your house.
Oh, my dream house. I think this would be my dream house once it's got a porch and everything in the back. I love it out here, dude.
Like
Couple
with-
acres of land, some
with
chickens,
the-
Yeah.
the
a
dog-
porch.
But what about
love
all the dog
All the what?
poop? Chicken poop?
Automatic.
Well,
You can
That's
sell
right.
that and make money off of that.
Huh? Fertilizer.
Yeah, but I mean it's just I mean compared to like living in a track home, dude, I love it out here, dude. You know, yeah, there is a little more work because, like you said, you know, the chickens and stuff like that. But I love it. I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go back to a track home unless that was like my only choice.
Right.
But from here,
I would
If
go
I
to
was
a
to
track
move-
home if it meant I owned it.
yeah, maybe. But if I was to move from here, it'd be to a bigger property,
Wow.
if possible. You know,
I would want to go literally anywhere where grass grows on the ground.
Well,
oh, so you want to
were
go to like
born
the
on-
south,
this
in
is
the middle of the country?
Anywhere where
Southern.
grass grows.
Grass grows here.
No, it doesn't.
you can walk
You ever-
outside
no.
Yeah, it does.
There's
does?
rocks. All there is rocks.
and grass.
No.
Dude.
Grass that grows naturally.
Just wild grass.
It's not wild grass.
That is wild.
Yeah,
grass.
it's just growing. 'Cause
Okay, I don't even mean grass. I mean vegetation.
Oh, it has to change now.
No.
There's weeds.
No,
There's
no.
all kind of
Nothing
vegetation
grows
around
over
here.
Nothing grows
Because you're
over here.
on a
Except
mountain.
bushes that always look dead.
If you weren't dug into a mountain,
They always look dead.
That's just to beautify the landscape of the.
But that's
of
true.
the
though. In
land.
the summertime, they all look like that.
It gets hot.
Yeah, 'cause it's so hot.
tumbleweeds.
Anyways, no.
But I love the weather out here. I love it.
I don't.
Right now, it's a little cold, if you ask me.
I don't
other than
understand.
that, I love it.
Because it's like people are like, we live down here for the 6 months where it's 60 degrees. It's like
Nah, it's more than 6 months, dude.
it is not.
It's really, really
It is
hot
not.
for about 4 months.
It's already gonna be hitting 80 in like 2 weeks.
When?
It's February.
Well, but that's because
Not
it's
till
Yeah, it is.
March.
It's El Nino.
Nah.
If it wasn't
Yeah.
for that, then it would stay cold.
Maybe it's
That's
global
not
warming.
true.
Yes.
Oh, it's the global warming.
No,
It's
we
not
disprove,
global warming.
We disprove the global warming on the podcast live.
Oh wow.
We looked up. What year was it?
Medieval times, like
No, no.
1200. I don't
No,
know.
it wasn't because we
Was
didn't have
it?
thermometers back then.
Nah, when
It was
the
like
first
from
thermometer
70
made?
years ago, in the 1950s. I think the average temperature in Arizona, like day and night, and like through all the seasons, was like 77. And then, in
So how did it get so hot?
well, in 2017 or something, it was still 77. And that
When
it's-
was it 77?
No, it's the average of all the temperatures day and night through all the seasons.
That tells you how cold it gets here, man.
No,
Yes, it
no,
does. If
no,
it gets to
doesn't.
110 in the
If we're,
average, is
if we,
70,
if in the,
You
if for 4
Arizona
months
people.
we are over 100 degrees.
Okay, hold on. 77, let's just say 80 to make math easier. 110 is 30 degrees higher than that. Which means 30 degrees below that is 50. 50 is not cold.
50 is cold.
50 is not
50
cold.
is freezing.
50 is how it should be 6 months out of the year.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Go to Hawaii.
It should snow in the winter.
Go to New Hampshire.
The
Yeah.
leaves should
Hey, it did
fall
snow.
in
To
the
Iowa.
fall.
You know where snow
Right.
came?
No
Phoenix
way.
had snow this year. It did snow this winter.
Yeah,
Where?
Scottsdale.
20
Where?
minutes.
Yeah, Scottsdale.
Where?
Phoenix had snow for
Scottsdale,
20
North
minutes.
Phoenix has snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 20 minutes.
It still snowed.
It's still snow.
You said snow.
No, I want snow on the ground.
That snowed on the ground.
Okay.
Did you see the video?
Okay.
I want ice on the street.
Look, we'll
That
use
happens.
your tia's house in Texas. It was
I have an aunt in
below
Texas.
0. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Everyone's
Oh,
got
yeah.
an ant.
It was below 0
What? Okay.
where they live, and it snowed for about 6 hours.
Nice.
Hmm.
Okay. And
That's what winter should be.
the next morning, and this was in the afternoon, the next morning they got up thinking, hey, you know, there's going to be a lot of snow on the ground, la, 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 let's go make a snowman, whatever.
No.
Frosty.
Nothing.
Okay.
Ice on the
okay.
ground, snow gone.
Here's what I think.
Oh, wow.
I think in the spring and the fall, the high should be 75 degrees. 75.
Maybe in
Then we're
Hawaii.
good.
No, because it's not.
What do you mean?
Okay. fall is what months? November, October, and September. September it's still 115. October it's still 100. And it barely
No.
gets down to the 80s at the end of
No.
November. Yes.
Look, you know how I
Go look
measure
it up.
this?
Look it
You know
up.
how I measure
Look
this?
it up.
When I go to work, I start wearing a jacket mid-October.
That's because you and Josh think 75 is cold.
It is cold.
No.
When you spend all day in 110, 75 gets cold.
Nah.
I don't wear
Nah.
a jacket
Well, that's
till
what
it
I'm
gets
saying.
like 50.
I wanna
because
go
I
somewhere
don't want to be
where
dragging with that jacket on.
In the summer, the high is 100 degrees. And in the winter, when the high is in the 50s. That's where I want to
You're
live.
very indecisive with
No,
what
that's
you
too
want in the
cold,
weather.
dude.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
Maybe you can
No,
go
no,
up
I want
north.
4 seasons.
Maybe the Flagstaff.
And these Arizona people don't comprehend more than
Flagstaff,
two.
Sedona,
A
to
hot
Flagstaff.
season and a cold
Heber
one.
Guard,
Yeah,
to
let's go. Let's
Flagstaff.
go to Sholo, dude.
Sholo,
Go to Sholo.
Strawberry.
I want to go to Snowflake.
Sholo's got the
Beavers.
weather that you want. And Snowflake's not that far from Sholo.
Yeah.
Payson. We gotta send
Imagine living in a small town. Snowflake only has 5,000 people.
I grew up in a small town. Then it just blew out of control. there was less than 5,000 people.
Haha. I grew up in a smallish town, and now look at it. It's blowing out
Yeah.
of control.
Oh,
Because
it's
of you
insane out
guys,
here.
all of you Californians.
All
and
the
Vegas
California
land.
transplants,
Honestly, if I
baby.
could live anywhere, I'd live in California. If I had the money. And the lawyers.
Yeah, because you got a big mouth, dude. You'd be getting in trouble all the time.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? California's really nice.
The weather's nice.
I don't think
yeah,
I'd go back.
land-wise.
I don't think I'd go back to California.
Like, pretend it's the millennial reign and there's no politics. Like, California is the nicest place on earth.
nah.
Yes.
Well, no, yeah, I'll give you that. Like, yeah,
The weather's
California,
nice.
California's
You
beautiful.
can, yeah, you
The
got the weather.
weather-
You can live an hour from the beach, an hour from the
Yes.
city, an hour from the mountains, and be in a small town.
No,
Greenland's
look,
better.
I really love,
Iceland. My apologies.
you know, Hemet San Jacinto's like just like a big hole in between all these mountains.
It's like
Yeah.
a crater.
Yeah,
Actual
And-
mountains.
right. And so, and I love it because like when
We
you're
don't
driving
have
in the
those over
city,
here.
if you just look up at, you know, anywhere you look, to your right, to your left,
see the
ahead,
mountains.
you see the mountains.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're right there, like you can touch them.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about that is, like you said, you got that, you know, we had
Desert.
Idlewild in the wintertime to go to the snow and play,
Right.
you know, 40 to 45 minutes away. If we want a little more snow, there's Big Bear, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away.
Right.
In the summertime, the beach is about an hour and 15. So, yeah, you're right. You got access to everything, and it's beautiful.
And if you want desert, that's also an hour away.
It is.
Yeah, you
Now,
got Palm
Palm
Springs.
Springs is
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
40 minutes away. So
Yeah.
it's not even that far.
Casino Morongo.
No, and then you got Pala, and, you know, and Temecula, and
Yeah.
Saquon.
even right there, Soboba, right, 5 minutes from my mom's house.
Yeah.
But you know, there's just something about California that to me it's just no. I don't know if it's the people,
Maybe it's the politics.
the atmosphere. No, definitely the politics.
Well, yeah.
Definitely the politics. I would like to try somewhere like in the middle of the country, maybe like Tennessee,
Iowa,
Kentucky.
Yeah, but they get tornadoes.
Iowa's too cold.
They get tornadoes.
Illinois.
Yeah, but just, you know, look for something that's not, you know, too far into like Tornado Alley, because there's actually a Tornado Alley where you can,
Yeah.
you know,
Predict that there's tornadoes.
right. That you know there's. Gonna be
I
tornadoes
will
there,
give
just go with it.
Arizona that we have the best natural disasters. We just
Monsoon.
get a monsoon.
Monsoons.
Yeah, there
And
you go.
if someone dies, you hear about it for a while.
Yeah.
Like it's not, it doesn't happen all
It
the
was
time.
almost me at your house
Okay,
when your tree attacked me.
so
What?
the thing I
You
love.
don't remember this?
No.
It's after the Bible study. I was leaving.
Oh,
and
that
a
one
tree
day,
snapped
yes.
And hit me in the head.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, I almost died at their old house.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I
when
don't
you started doing
remember
the,
Not ours
the,
in that close, but-
Yeah.
with, you know, with
I think I might remember it.
yeah,
I might
a
remember.
big storm hit that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
80-mile-an-hour
Yes,
winds.
it was.
Oh,
crazy.
I remember
It
that.
picked
Wow.
up the water and threw it. Yeah.
And yeah, that was one of those that your mom got excited. Said, "Oh, the tree's finally gonna go down," because she always
The
wanted
tree
a
went
tree in the
down.
front to go. No, that was just
Not
a
all
branch.
of
A
it.
branch of it went
Yeah.
down on me.
No, but she wanted the whole thing
Oh.
gone.
But it was rooted in the rock.
Yeah.
Nah. I've always thought it'd be cool to go with like cousins or someone, whoever, just a group of, I guess, family, and just buy a huge piece of land. Like, 100 acres and just be like, you get 10,
Oh, like
you
the
get
Amish.
10, and then we never even have to see each other. Just go be neighbors over there.
Yeah, but you know they're there. You know. To
Yeah.
get your back. No, but I think eventually that might be something that Christians might need to do. You know.
A lot
Well,
of
who's
cults
gonna be
start
the
like that.
yeah? That sounds like a cult. Yeah.
No, not to make a cult. No. Just to be there, because I believe that there might be a time that we might need to go back to like the old ages where you actually have to
Hiding.
farm your own food.
Wait, why do you think this?
Oh wow.
Why? Because
Do you know something we don't?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you so quiet now? Well,
I mean, I get it out of dreams and stuff, but no, I just think
Maybe you just ate too much.
I just think
Yeah. He's gonna get in trouble with California. They're gonna come put him in trouble. he knows something that they don't want him
I'm
to.
not chicken to California.
Okay, so then what?
No. I just think that it might come down to that, to where
But
you know
what
you're,
might?
you're huh
What might come down to that?
life.
life
Like for what reason?
for what reason?
Yeah.
Persecution, maybe.
Persecution,
Crippling economic depression.
you know, stuff like that. Like, okay, we know the rapture's coming. I wholeheartedly believe in the rapture, but we don't know when the rapture's gonna come.
Right.
Yeah.
And so before the rapture, it's gonna get nasty here.
Well,
Debatable.
In theory, America
No,
has
I
to
think it's
fall.
gonna get bad.
So I
But
think,
I
it
think
has
that's
to get
still
bad.
a debate for a different podcast because we have like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's move on.
But anyways, yeah, feeding the 5,000.
See, there you go. We're gonna have to feed the 5,000
5,000, right?
out of the garden.
Anyone else like sniffing Bibles?
Hey, well, you guys get there. You know, like the Robertsons in Louisiana, I think they've got it all figured out. What, did the door open? Oh, they're back. Yeah.
I'm there.
Because they got a bunch of land, right? Hundreds of acres and stuff. And that's basically what they do. They live in nearby, like in the same community. And they've built like their own pond, so they have their own fish and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
So if something was to happen, like, hey, you can't come buy food no
do
more.
pond fish reproduce?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
As long as you don't
technically only-
overfish it,
Yeah.
yeah.
or get a disease in the water, that would also kill them.
Yes.
You got to keep the allergy out.
See, Josh knows because Josh is a
Allergy.
fisherman.
Josh is a fisher, fisherman.
Okay, Josh.
I'll
Hey,
fish
it's a fisherman and athlete.
I can pull up the. It depends on what type of fishing you're doing.
How about is
Deep
bowling?
sea
Is
fish-
bowling a sport?
bowling? It's a mental sport.
I think it's a game.
I think once you know how to do it,
I think it's a skill.
it's a lot like golf.
I think it's like golf, like baseball. It's skill more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's skill. You gotta have skill.
Caleb's got skill.
Anyways, you want to start reading?
Yeah.
You. person.
John chapter 6. After these things, Jesus went over the Sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias. That's what we're going to go with. Tiberias. Then a great multitude followed him, because they saw his signs which he performed on those who were diseased. Verse 3. And Jesus went up on the mountain, and there he sat with his disciples. Now the Passover, a feast of the Jews, was near. And then Jesus lifted up his eyes, and seeing a great multitude coming to him, he said to Philip, "Where shall we buy bread, that these men may eat?" Or these may eat. Do we want to stop there? Anyone got any comments?
Do you have something to say?
Yeah, look, they're on a mountain, and Jesus knows what's gonna happen. And why do you think he asked Philip? Was it to test his faith?
I think it was
Or-
just more of a rhetorical question. Yeah, testing his faith. Because Jesus is omniscient. He knows what's going to happen. He knows what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So I think he just wanted to see where Philip's perspective was, or where his faith was at.
Yeah. Okay, verse 6. But this he said to test him. Oh, there we go. For he himself knew what he would do. Philip answered, 200 denarii worth of bread is not sufficient for them.
Okay, let's
yeah.
stop right there. Little comment. You know, I believe that Jesus asked him this just to make sure that, based on the answer that Philip gave him, to make sure that he knew, like, it's not possible. We can't feed these people. You know, you're crazy, Jesus. Even if there was a store there, we couldn't buy enough bread. We just can't do it. So I think that was just more of a thing. He wanted his disciples to make sure that what was about to take place
Was
was going to
impossible
be
for
Okay.
man,
exactly.
but not impossible
Also,
for
all
God.
of these questions
Right.
I'm about to ask,
Uh-oh.
okay, are not against. Like, I'm not saying Jesus shouldn't have done this. Like, it was all in his plan. Also, why didn't the people just go home earlier?
Because they wanted to see Jesus.
Why didn't they bring lunch if they knew they were gonna be there all day?
They didn't know they would be there all
Well,
day.
well, then why were they there all day?
Because they didn't know how many people would be there.
Okay, I believe that the
But
answer to
I-
that is
I
that
don't-
these people were seeking. They
Like,
saw
how do you
Jesus
just
as
accidentally everyone got stuck.
no.
there?
They didn't see him. They wanted him like as an earthly king.
Right.
So they kind of like in a certain way they might have expected this. Like, hey, you're gonna be our
Well,
leader.
He's gonna take care of us.
Right.
They expected it later on, it says.
Hey, but then again, hold on. What church do you go to?
Calvary Chapel.
Exactly. We got that from Jesus right here. We're always eating.
They even
If-
accused him. They accused him of eating with gluttons.
Right. They ain't gonna send you home without food, man. Hey, talking about that, I was laughing yesterday because the Spanish service used to, we have all kinds of snacks and stuff, and then we used to leave them there, and then the high school kids would come in and go straight to the snacks.
Yeah.
Now they come in and they look at the table like,
You guys abandoned us.
there's not even coffee.
No more. It's all gone.
Right, there's nothing. So they're like, what?
What about us?
Yeah.
Where's our provider?
Anyways, that's funny. Let's go back. I'm sorry. That just reminded me of it.
Finishing off verse 7, that every one of them may have a little. Verse 8, one of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said to him, there is a lad here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish, but what are they among so many? Which, it's just it amazes me that he even thought of mentioning this.
Well, yeah. So that's my question. Why did he mention it? Was that a step of faith,
I think it was more
or
of a-
was it again just
I think
like,
maybe
well, if
Andrew,
there's was
Andrew maybe had more of an
200.
insight, saying, you know what? Knowing this guy Jesus, I think he can do something with the 5 loaves and the 2 fish.
could have also been sarcastic.
That's what I was gonna say. Was it sarcastic because he says, there's a young boy with 5 barley loaves and 2 fish, but what good is that gonna do with this crowd? So it's like,
Could be.
it's like, yeah, we got a little bit of food right here, but
But you really, for 5,000 people?
yeah, it's nothing. We ain't gonna do nothing.
yeah.
Also, in the next verse, they're about to steal this little boy's lunch. he gets more of it. But,
Okay,
but
I
no, but
bet you
that's
he
what I'm
probably-
saying. Who did he come and here, or were the guys like, hey, we need that?
Probably stole his lunch.
Yeah, they probably bullied him.
or yeah. So did they take it, or was he like, we what?
I think.
No, I think he gave it
Okay,
up.
It's back. It's back.
I think he gave up his lunch.
Yeah.
No, I think they probably made a deal with him. Like, hey, you know what? Come here. If you give us these, we'll make this up to you. We'll give you double. As soon as we get a chance.
Boy, a pizza.
Hey,
The first ever pizza was here.
not flatbread with cheese.
Right here. Yeah. Fish topping. Who couldn't resist that?
Fish paste.
Ew. Verse 10. Then Jesus said, make the people sit down. Now there was much grass. This is where you want to live, Taylor. In the
Yes,
place.
Israel.
Yeah. So the men sat down in number of about 5,000. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to the disciples, and the disciples to those who were sitting down, and likewise of the fish, as much as they wanted. Can you imagine how much walking? We didn't have the gator. Specifically, you didn't have the gator for a while at work, Taylor Landscapes. But, yeah, and that was a lot of walking, but you weren't feeding 5,000 people. This very few quantity went and had to walk back and forth feeding all these
It's
people.
tiring at the women's tea. There's over 200 ladies, but your group is serving 4 tables, so 32. It's tiring to feed 32 people.
And you're not even walking that far. It's 50
No.
But I'm pretty sure these people were divided in groups, though.
Yeah,
Something like a
Yeah,
walking
and
farther.
and the apostles were used to walking miles a day. Anyway.
that is true. So
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah, now we can just look at it as how.
Hey, but check
blessed
this
we
out
are.
now. So we got this whole scene going on back over here, and Jesus is just like, dude, watch this, man. Just tell everybody to sit down. Watch what I'm about to do.
Fish and chips.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, verse 12. So when they were filled, he said to his disciples, gather up the fragments of the remain so that nothing is lost. Which and God could have spawned more in at any given time, but he still didn't want anything wasted, which can go to show. I never thought about this before, but you know when people hunt for sport and they just throw the animal aside, that is
Right.
wrong.
No, you know what else is wrong? And it just came to me. I never thought about this before. Like kids, like younger kids. Hey, you're not gonna eat that, dude. Why are you throwing it away? You know. Well, and parents a lot of times we say, well, hey, there's a lot of kids that ain't got food.
Right.
Well, they can't eat this food anyway, right?
Right.
But now we can just say, look, the Bible says Jesus
Okay,
wanted nothing wasted.
I'm going against all of this because
You're going against the word of God?
no,
I mean,
It's right there, man. Come on.
no, but that you
Yes,
guys,
he was a
no,
little
no,
kid.
no. You guys are making it sound like he gathered it up so someone else could eat it. No,
Somebody ate this.
no one ate that. Those are fragments. But look, notice how it's fragments of the 5 barley loaves. So it came to demonstrate that they took all the food from one basket and there was 12 left over, just to prove that he multiplied it.
12 baskets with scraps.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
scraps.
that's leftovers.
Who's gonna eat half your tortilla that you wiped your face on and just left on the plate?
Man,
Who's gonna eat that?
back in those days,
Nah,
Me?
man.
different. I would eat it.
You
I
would
would
eat
eat
it,
it.
but you wouldn't eat his.
Why not? If
Do you know how
Okay,
many other people?
say we're
shoot at
eating
it?
mole
right?
and he just did that, and
Or
I'm
los
like,
tacos.
I still got right here. I need a tortilla, and there's no more, and he throws it. I'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at-
Nah,
and then
gone.
go look at
man.
other
That's not
countries.
even
You
a
know how
joke.
you know
I'm
what
not
you
even
know where else
joking.
you can do that? Like when you go to Denny's and like people get up that had just finished eating and you're like and they haven't cleaned up the tables
Come
yet.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's like fries left
That's
over,
nasty, man.
Yeah.
come on.
Hold
Oh,
on,
okay, look at
hold
other
on.
cultures,
Wait.
Taylor.
We
Other
gotta
cultures
finish this,
put
and
their
then
hands
and
in
then we
the
have
food.
another question for Luis before we let him go.
Okay.
Let's finish this.
Verse 13. Therefore they gathered them up and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which were left over by those who had eaten.
Wow.
Then those men who had seen these signs that Jesus did said, "Truly, this is the prophet who is to come into the world."
Wow.
Oh,
So
there goes the phone.
it was a sign because it was something only God could do.
Hey, did we read all the way through 15?
Yeah,
No, through 14.
14.
Well, why not just finish off with 15?
Our
so we can-
section ends at 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ends at 14.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
I have a
Do you have an extra verse? What's it say?
no 15. It's the same verse. It's just in the different section. It's tied to the first section rather than the second.
I know.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, so we'll get to that next week. But anyways, yeah. Anyone else have anything to say on that?
If you look at other cultures, like Africa, they all put their fingers in the food to get it out.
Or the
and put it on
Jewish
their food.
culture does that.
Yeah.
Well, even us
Like,
Mexicans.
it's not that big of a deal.
In Mexico, we eat with
But,
our hands.
It's just in America we
Yeah, we
find
don't
it
No,
a big deal.
We
but
don't
these are
need
fragments
forks
that
and
were
knives.
halfway in other people's mouths.
No,
No.
not in the mouths.
They were just
in their
chewing on it.
plates.
Yeah.
On their plate.
Okay, anyways, okay.
It's leftovers.
Here's my story. We were at the beach, right?
Okay.
We're at the beach, and then Luis bends over and puts his
And
fingers in
farted.
the sand, and then he eats something. He eats random stuff, and I don't know why.
I eat random stuff?
Yes, you do.
Like what?
What you eat at the retreat?
What retreat?
Huh?
What retreat?
At the family retreat.
I don't know.
What landed on the grill while we were trying to season it?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Or remind him.
No?
The big old fly that was like this big?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Haven't you guys had a fly before?
Oh,
No.
yeah, not intentional.
No.
Or a worm?
Hey, maybe you know, gnats while at soccer practice or football practice,
Right.
while you're running,
When
they
you run-
just
ah.
boom.
Yeah.
But not on purpose. No.
Wow. But yeah,
He's like, wow.
I mean, for real,
How can
you
you
guys
live
have to
this
try
way?
it. It's not that bad.
We're not open-minded enough.
No.
If you're hungry, you'll eat it.
No.
Were you hungry?
I don't
No,
know.
he did it just for fun.
I think I did that one just for fun.
You know, also at the family camp, Luis like stuffs his finger up his nose.
I did?
Yeah, he pulls the booger out, and then he puts it on the doorpost. He's like, "Let's see if it's there next year."
Oh. But yeah, I do remember that. But the thing is, we're
so
not
I'm-
going to that place this year.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
we
we
are.
done.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go look.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
At that
That's the place where we're going.
Okay, I was thinking at the other house that we went over there in Payson.
No, no.
Oh, you did it over there too?
No, I thought that we were talking about that one.
Deja su marca. He leaves his mark everywhere he goes.
I leave the scent.
Yep.
Oh,
And he likes shrimp.
I like shrimp. Yeah.
He likes shrimp.
shrimp's
I like
pretty
He's
good.
always
yeah.
talking about shrimp.
Shrimp.
He'll send like 100 shrimp emojis. It's kind of cool.
No,
Yeah.
he loves shrimp. That's his nickname. El
Camarón. El camarón. Yeah. The camarón.
Hey, but finish your thing that you were saying. You never finished.
Which one?
You were talking about the beach and
No, I said he picked something up. He ate it. I
Yeah.
don't know what it was.
you don't know what
Small
it was?
crab.
Small crab?
Just a crab.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a delicacy.
Right.
I don't like crab, man.
That's strange.
I've only ever had fake crab. It tastes weird.
The imitation
I'm not a
crab.
fan.
Yeah, imitation.
What
Imitation.
do you call it? Jaiba in Spanish?
Yeah. Or cangrejo.
You see, but the reason he likes shrimp so much is as he was swimming in the
Shrimp's
2-foot
good.
water.
Shrimp's good.
And I think the small plankton got in my mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
The what? The small what?
The small plankton, the small shrimp.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And so now he likes shrimp.
well, I love shrimp. I'm with him there, but not,
I like
not the
shrimp.
crab. I'm not.
I've
China
never had
City
Or
pretty
lobster.
soon.
So I wouldn't.
I'm not even a lobster fan either.
No?
Lobster's cold.
Nah, I don't like
What about salmon?
Yeah, fish.
Yeah.
I'm good with any kind of
Yeah.
fish.
The best salmon I ever had, right outside Yellowstone, in a hotel. But we didn't stay at the hotel. We just drove in. We saw they had a restaurant and we ordered their food. So good. I think about that moment a lot.
Have you ever had bad food?
Oh my God, look at him. He's
Oh, yeah.
like,
McDonald's.
my mouth is like watering.
yeah, but I thought that was your favorite place.
No, not me.
What about you ever had the cinnamon rolls at McDonald's?
Nope.
Well, that's why
No,
you
no,
think
no.
that. They discontinued them, but those cinnamon
That's because
rolls.
they were no good.
No, I could cry every time I
What?
ate them. They were so
If
good.
they were,
Nah,
look,
man.
So good.
if a business
Nah.
has a good product that's selling,
They'll
they're
keep
not
it.
gonna stop selling it.
We would
No,
buy
people
like
just didn't
4
know.
every Sunday.
You were like the only
morning.
weirdos that
No.
sold that
No.
bottom.
No, that's
I
not
never
People
had a
didn't
cinnamon
like
roll
them.
from.
There's
It's 'cause
even
you didn't know they
sometimes they were
existed.
sold out and they didn't have
We had
it.
the cinnamon
Yeah.
from
Yeah, because they didn't
Cinnabon.
make any.
No.
You guys are missing
Wow.
out.
Anyways,
Those cinnamon rolls were so
Who's gonna
good.
make the sound today?
Luis, he's the guest. Make any sound you want.
Any
Luis.
sound.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're gonna like. I want to pretend like I'm in the jungles of Costa Rica.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, here we
But,
go.
like, are you Tarzan or what?
No, like
Well,
like,
we're gonna find out right
like some type of exotic animal.
now. Oh, exotic. Vamos.
A parrot.
Let me see how I do this. No, I forgot. You guys put me on the spot. Coo, 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 coo. Kiki, kiki. Grrr. Coo, 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 coo. How was that?
That was
That was
great.
good.
That was good. See?
I can't do that.
You're gonna have to teach Josh how to roll his R.